Hey guys, Anthony 4x4 Diesel. We got a really important one. This is where someone would have got their vehicle wrecked had this happen to them. So we've told you a number of times we only use brand new genuine injectors. We can install those for you. We can supply you a kit anywhere in Australia, and this is why people buy from us. I've mentioned in a number of videos all our stock. We do unpack, we check it all, and make sure not only that it's not damaged, that the parts in the box are correct. Now, in this case, my assistant here, it doesn't matter, I won't say who, she said, what's going on here? This is a bit dodgy, you know, this looks a bit different. And I said, okay, yeah, this is exactly what we're looking for, okay? So in all our checking parts, new parts, we haven't found anything broken. We haven't found wrong parts in the wrong box, but in big batches of injectors we go through, we found some wrong part numbers, you know, that are similar. So they've given us the box they haven't noticed, or we haven't noticed, and then, well, eventually you notice, you know, but luckily. But with this one, this is a matter of a different injector in the box. And what I mean is, this is a remanufactured injector. So a couple of things. This is what the bags normally look like, all right? This is a bag the injector normally comes in with the injectors from Japan. Now, I've mentioned it in other videos. Some of our stock comes in the blue boxes, some of it comes in the brown boxes. We've got different suppliers. The key thing is you're getting the latest, freshest, genuine stock, not Chinese copies. We don't recommend any remanufactured, any other brands, any Chinese copies, only brand new, genuine, okay? So that's why people purchase from us. The bag, okay, let's get the injector out of the way for a moment. So the bag was different. Let's just have a look, right? So one, see the height? Just little things like that. This much is a higher bag. There's a couple of different bags with new injectors, whether they're made in Japan or Thailand. Some part numbers are made in Thailand. Nothing wrong with that, as long as it's genuine, right? But this bag is completely different. Now the piece of paper, they just recycle that. That comes with the new injectors, I think. So, or they probably get those printed or whatever the case may be. Now, so I'm going to go over it again. What they're doing, and you know, I don't know whether it's legal or not. Why would you do it? You know, why would you take brand new injectors and remanufacture injectors and put them in the same boxes? Why wouldn't you just have remanufactured in one and new in the other? It'd just save cost and save waste. Anyway, let's not go into that too much. We've talked about that in other videos. So I see this. Okay, the moisture packet, that's different as well. That is not the usual Japan one, and haven't got another one out of the box right now, so I can't show you exactly what the other one looks like. But even this bag's different, right? So this bag here, it's been double heat shrink, that's good. There's no issue with that, but the injector, it looks as good as new, doesn't it? Just looks like any other one. Well, I can tell you two things. From the serial number on the box, if I had looked, because I know the serial numbers, it gives me the manufacturer month and year, and then I can confirm by looking at the injector in the box, which is what we've got here. Now, there's a few ways we can pick a remanufactured injector, and that's our secret, unfortunately. This is why people buy injectors off me. There's a number of ways. I don't want to give away too much, because you might think, okay, I'm okay because I can check that. But there's a number of different things, okay? You could be getting brown boxes with Chinese copies that look like Densos. You could be getting remanufactured. You can get other, you do whatever you like. This is only for the people that want to listen. The bag, I already showed you the bubble wrap bag that the injectors normally come in. There's normally a little piece of tape, that genuine bit of tape like that, okay? And I'll show you what they look like. Let's get this one out of the way. Let's get that bag out of the way. That's the genuine bag. This is the dodgy injector. We'll just move that over here for a moment. This is the dodgy bag, okay? We're just here packing injector kits and bearings and BFE kits and everything. If you want details, watch the videos called How to Buy My Kits. Now, I'm gonna show you a little bit of difference. This is what the genuine, these are the made in Japan injectors, right? Now, some of the differences, I can tell you some of the, like, it's just going to take too long, and people complain it takes too long if I go through the differences, and I don't want to tell you this is one of the differences, but it's not consistent, it's not different on all the injectors. Do you know what I mean? So what I can tell you is, packaging side of things, this is what a genuine injector should look like. That's the size of the bag. It's got a little cut in the middle of the bag at each end, see that? So you can just grab it and tear that open. I'm not going to open that now because I like to keep it sealed. The only issue that I do see sometimes is quite a lot of air in the bag. I reckon they need a better system of getting the air out before they seal it. And once there's a lot of air in the bag, well, I suppose it doesn't really matter anyway. It hasn't caused any issues. And of course, We do repack them 2 into 1 box because we believe they're too loose, 1 in each box, and they slop around too much. When we pack our kits, they're packed so that Australia Post can play bloody football with them. You know what I mean? We hope they don't, but we need to plan for these things, and that's how we avoid any problems. Now, the only time there was one out of, we're talking about probably thousands of kits being sent, there was one issue, and that's where somebody, for whatever reason, had a cancellation. He sent it back. When you send the injectors back, the old ones that you're sending back for your free contamination check, it doesn't matter about packing those. I don't care if the solenoids get broken, whatever. As far as I'm concerned, they're rubbish. We actually strip them down to do the free contamination check and keep the internal parts so they can't be used for remanufacturing, okay? Because we don't believe in it. So that's what a new one should look like. Now let's put them side by side. All right, now what's in there? It's just a piece of paper, okay? A piece of paper is much cheaper than this, right? But whatever. Now, this one, it's got the injector seat in the same bag, and there's a heat seal going across the corner there. This one's got a separate bag with the black paper, right? Got that? But look, how similar, other than those things that I've showed you, right? How similar do they look? They've got the same end caps. They've got the same whatever. They've got, you know, everything. It looks the same. So can you see how, if the box is the same and the packet's generally the same, if someone doesn't specialise in this, if these got supplied to a Toyota workshop or some other workshop, and there's thousands of injectors being supplied every week, right? I assure you, all sorts of makes and models and brands. It's easy for the technician or the parts guy or whoever controls the stock. So here, it's me. I do everything. I buy the stock, I sell the stock, I install the stock. Everything happens so it doesn't get passed, right? How similar are they? So I've shown you some of the differences. Please give us the like button for showing you those. Many people are listening to me. Some aren't. It doesn't matter. I'm only here to help the people that want to be helped, right? You know, the old saying, you can, what's the saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, something like that, right? So here's the water. Do what you want with it. I'm happy. I really appreciate everyone that does listen. I really appreciate the business. We do need to do business. That's what pays the bills. No, some really important information I've said before. So we're trying to run a workshop here, the Prado Hospital, okay? We've got other recommended 4x4 diesel workshops that can help out. But if you do want to purchase the parts kit, you want to get onto our playlists, how to buy my parts. I think it's called something along those lines. There's a really important video you should watch if you're watching this still, if you're looking at buying injectors anytime in the near future. And one of those is called The Latest Injector Information - Buying Injector Kits, 4x4 Diesel, January 2021. So it's not that old, it's about 6 months old. It's now August 2021, so it's 99% plus accurate. I just want to point out now that we don't supply the plate with a 7mm hole. We're very busy, and we're going to start narrowing items out of our kits. So if you want the Crowsfoot and the Dow and all these little extras we're currently doing, the red caps, while we got them in stock, you know, the ones, you know, whatever, they're getting a bit low there, because we're like making caps, right? Every time a set of injectors goes in, we get another 4 caps, whether we're installing them, people returning them, but we're sending extra 4 to you. If they come back, we're making caps, but people are keeping them, so that's cool. Key point, Monday is parts day, Monday. So Monday's dedicated from 7:30 AM to take your inquiries. If you've watched that video, that's your first part of your inquiry. I can't even speak properly. Inquiry nailed. So that's your information you need. Then you'll be able to text me the short list. I just want the full injector kit for a 2008 120 Prado, right? With your name and vehicle, whatever, right? That's easy. If there's something you don't want, I've already done the E-jar clean, I don't need the E-jar gaskets, just put that in there, we'll leave that out. So you don't want any intake E-jar gaskets, no problem. Well, you've changed the map filter. So give us the short list, the things you don't need. We'll send you the order, you can pay for it. First one, the funds received is the order, we pack the kits. See this is a set of front wheel bearings for a Prado. First payment, that's what's getting packed. Next one, bang, injectors, guess what? Bzz, problem, right? So Monday from 7:38 when the text messages, soon as you text, I'm going to text back ASAP. Sometimes I get absolutely hammered. If you don't get a response within an hour or two, feel free to text me, say just reminding you, you know, at 9 or 10 or whatever the case may be. I know WA's in bed asleep that early, so they're going to hit me around 10 AM. That's why we sort of plan it this way. East Coast earlier, WA later. Then we can get into packing those kits and hopefully get a batch sent Monday. Now, if everybody's a bit too slow getting going and we haven't got many packed and ready to go in time Monday, then we don't do a run Monday. We leave it till Tuesday. We keep packing through Monday and then do the run on Tuesday. If we get absolutely snowed under, we've allowed a bit of time Tuesday to finish off packing those kits. So Get it? So just think of this parts business as almost only open Monday. Very important information. It's not exactly, because if we've got time later in the week, we can get the kits packed and sent. And if it's one of our 4x4 Diesel Workshop partners, we're going to pack it any day of the week because they need it to keep their business moving as well. But if you can help us help you by making Parts Day Monday, you can also inquire on Monday, or even better, if you want to book into the Prado Hospital, please inquire on early on Tuesday morning, 8 a.m, and we may be able to get you in the same week. I don't book more than about a week in advance. Now, if I don't respond, once again, please feel free to remind me. You're not hassling me. Just don't do it every 5 minutes. You know, every couple of hours, once a day, whatever. For the vehicles we're going to get into the Prado Hospital, usually I'm going to start sorting out what's going to happen next week on about Thursday. Once we've nailed what's happening this week by end of Thursday, 3 p.m, I'm sort of going, yeah, and then I'm ready to sort of slot. Maybe I've got a couple of jobs in there already, but you know, I'm going to fill up the next week. I don't need to book 4 weeks in advance. Not happening, okay? So don't think you need to do that. If you want to get in the Prado Hospital, the time to make contact is early Monday, early Tuesday. Feel free to remind me. I might put it back to you and say, hey, I need to get this job finished. Please remind me this day. It's back to you to remind me to do that. If you forget and someone else comes to me, they're going to, you know, so it's a bit of timing like that, unfortunately. It's the only way I can really manage it. Hope you understand. Hopefully this has helped you avoid, or a lot of people. Last time I was told, this remanufacturing they were doing, it was 800 something units a month in that part number, in this part number only, right? I'm not saying they're not doing other part numbers, but in that part number, 800 and something a month, and they were looking to ramp it up. So I don't know if they're doing thousands now. In my opinion, that's a lot of vehicles being wrecked. This is why you hang around to the end, because the information that I've seen leads me to believe, I can't guarantee it's right, but it leads me to believe they don't take the solenoid off. The internal part here isn't changed, right? Only the nozzle needle or the needle or the, yeah, whatever, right? I don't know exactly what components, but at the end here, and then obviously putting it on the machine and recoding them, okay? Unless something's changed, that's my understanding. We could strip down this brand new, this would be a really awesome example. I'll tell you why. Because we keep records on the month and year injectors were manufactured and at what date. We talk about full DLC on some injectors. Nobody else knows which one's a full DLC or not or whatever. And if they think they do, they're just repeating information like myself has put out there. They've read it here, there and wherever, and then when someone asks. So when you're getting information, the original source could be right here, okay? So just be aware of that. And sometimes it gets twisted. What's it Chinese secrets? What's it called? Where you Chinese whispers, that's it, where you sit around and everyone passes it around and it ends up wrong after about 3 or 4 people, and by the other end it's completely wrong. So watch out for those Chinese whispers. You know, I don't want to be racist or anything, but you know, Chinese whispers they call it. Are we allowed to call that anymore? Because you're not allowed all these other things that you can't, you know, you can't have a gollywog anymore and all that. And anyway, it doesn't matter. What was my last point? So this injector, was it this one? Yep, this one was manufactured in 2010. Do you remember what month I said it was? Here we go, look at the box. Got the box here. Second month, February 2010, right? So this one here, this will not have a full DLC command piece in it. The new one does. There's a lot of other upgrades that happened in recent years, which is why it's important to get the latest fresh stock, because there is upgrades happening along the way. That's okay, you can make noise. I make noise all the time. That's all good. See here, this one, I'd love to strip it down, but it's going to waste an expensive injector. So that's going to get returned, and you know, it's going to be a bit of a nice try, because they tried this on me years ago, and I said no, I'll change jobs before I install remanufactured Chinese or any other brand injectors until we get so desperate that I see an engine running. If I see an engine running that bad that anything's better than nothing, then I'll go to our old injectors, mate. I better start keeping some like 2015 full DLCs, I believe, at 150,000 Ks. If there was one of these done 150,000 Ks, it's better than that. I'll tell you why. I've explained in other videos. Go and check the injector playlist. There's one called Injector Information. It goes through the DLC coding, how it's got less friction, it's smoother, it's harder, it lasts works better for longer. Okay, that's what this has got in it. This one, right? We haven't stripped any injectors, but another company did, and they put photos up, they put posts on Facebook. We saw the internals. This is how it came to them. They could be lying, but I doubt it, because, you know, then they'd probably have legal action, whatever the case may be. That's why I'm saying, you know, I haven't done it. It's what it leads me to believe. And I saw the photos of those components and spoke with the owner of that diesel company, and they said, yeah, you know, they laughed. They couldn't believe what they saw. So it's up to you whether you want someone's old injectors or whether you want nice new fresh ones. You know where to get them, you know what day, you know where the videos are, buying my kits, inject information, all that's what you need to watch. Thanks for watching. I know I talked a lot. Please give us the like button since I spent the time to give you this information. And if you want more of it, don't forget to subscribe, turn the bell on. Bada bing, bada boom, I'm out of here. See ya.